Here's a covering for the booth that you provided to us without the logo on the top left, which I believe that we requested. And then you can see I'm measuring the actual size of it. So I'll go right to the end, and I believe it reads about 10 feet. So this reads 10 feet. And now I'll show you that the other side reads, I believe it's the length or the width, reads 8 feet. So you can see 10 by 8, which is the cloth that you provided. And I'll show you in a bit the size of the actual booth that we put together, the size of that. So that's a cloth that I just measured. And now we're going to take a look at the size of the contraption that you sent us. So here, right at the end, I'm just holding this piece of paper here, this bunch of paper, so that I can show you the measurement. And I'll show you just to ensure that you see this. There. Okay, so it's right to the end. And I need to hold this because obviously with COVID, we shouldn't be close together, and there's no one here to assist right now. And you can see that's we're at 5 feet halfway, and we're at the end over here, which is 10 feet. So 10 feet over there, and I'll show you how big it is, just so that you can see. So there, that's the end. Now I'm going to measure the other side, just so that you can see how big it is. So it's 10 feet from that end to all the way to this end, and you saw on my measuring tape the size. Now I'm going to measure the other side so you can see the size of the opposite, I guess the length or the width of it. But to me, this is a full square. Now I'll show you the other side just so that you can see in terms of measuring it. There's 1 foot over there, and again, this piece of paper, the bunch of papers there, so that I can hold it. And we're at 5 feet, and we're halfway. And again, we're at 10 feet. This is just tangled over here. Sorry for all this movement. As you can see, it reads about 10 feet. So 10 feet over there, and 10 feet on that side. I will show that I'm still in the same spot. I haven't moved anything, just so that you can see. There, that fell, unfortunately. But this is a 10, as I said, by 10. And this over here is, as I measured for you, a 10 length that way and an 8 feet this way. So we're missing either 2 feet from that, or else this needs to be 8 by 10 feet. Now I'm going to try and put it on just to show you how we struggled on the day of the trade show. Okay, so now you can see the size of, I guess we called it the duvet. I'm not too sure what you call it. And you can see over here that it can't come anymore. Like, I've tried to pull this. We tried to pull it on the day of the trade show, and there's still like a couple feet from the measurements as you had seen. I'll show you the same side. The other side is, we have a little bit of a shortfall. And I'm going to measure it again just so that you can see. There, so you can see that I've just put that piece of paper, those papers there, so it holds it, as there's no one here to assist. Okay, and this is as far as it goes, which is around 8 feet. And there's no way I can pull it all the way to the 10-foot mark, which is right there. Let me show you at the bottom. Nothing crumpled. It's all the best we could do. I can pull this straight. Can't even pull it. You can see that doesn't seem to be working. And again, you can see there's no logo which I believe it was meant to be here. And hopefully that gives you an idea in terms of this particular duvet, as we called it. We weren't sure what you call it. This thing is 8 by 10, and the actual contraption that you sent to us is 10 by 10, and by math that doesn't fit. So hopefully this is helpful and provides you with what you need to correct this for us. So you can either obviously chat with Melissa, and she will, your team and Melissa will be able to sort this out. So thank you very much, and hope this was helpful.